Hey, movie watchers. My name is Justin, and I watch movies and shows all day on streaming services and in theaters. Today, we're talking about Hot Frosty, a new Netflix holiday film. Is it just another cheesy holiday flick, or does it have something special? Let's dive into it. 2 years after losing her husband, Kathy, Lacey Chabert, is struggling to move on. One snowy day, she brings to life a handsome snowman, played by Dustin Milligan, after accidentally sculpting him in the shape of a man. When she puts a scarf around him, he magically comes to life, but he has no idea how to interact with people. The snowman is now a fully sentient being, walking around confused, not understanding basic things like food or warmth. Oh, and the cops are on his tail after he breaks into a store to get clothes because he doesn't want to be naked. It's cheesy, but that's what makes it so fun. Is it cheesy? Yes, and that's the point. Yes, this film is cheesy. But honestly, that's part of its charm. Netflix is releasing a lot of Christmas films lately, and while some may seem predictable or formulaic, Hot Frosty does a great job of embracing the silliness of its concept. It's fun, lighthearted, and doesn't take itself too seriously. The cast and chemistry. Lacey Chabert, as Kathy, plays the perfect straight woman to the snowman's silly antics. She's still grieving the loss of her husband, and when she meets this strange, living snowman, she takes him in, hides him from the cops, and tries to help him adjust to life as a human. Chabert's chemistry with Dustin Milligan, the snowman, is sweet and surprisingly charming. Their growing romance, though predictable, is handled with a light touch, and you'll find yourself rooting for them. And let's not forget Craig Robinson, who plays a small-town cop who is way too dedicated to his job. He doesn't realize he's hunting down a snowman, which leads to some hilarious moments. Robinson brings a lot of energy to the film and lightens up the overall tone. The comedy here is goofy, and that's what makes it work. The snowman doesn't know what food is or how to behave in warm conditions. He's constantly looking for cold spots, chewing on ice, and being confused about the world around him. These moments are genuinely funny, and the movie never tries to get too serious about it. But there's also a nice holiday spirit to it. The snowman starts helping Kathy because he sees her helping others. His attempts to fix her house, which has fallen into disrepair since the death of her husband, are both comical and sweet. It's a nice reminder of the Christmas spirit, doing good for others, even if you're a snowman who's just learning how to be human. While the movie has a lot of heart, it could have explored Kathy's grief more deeply. Her husband passed away from cancer 2 years ago, but the movie only briefly touches on that emotional storyline. Kathy's depression is mentioned at the start, but it isn't explored as much as it could have been. There's potential for a more emotional journey, especially since the snowman does question what cancer is at one point, but the movie doesn't go deeper into that. This is where Hot Frosty could have been better. The emotional weight of Kathy's loss and her journey back into the world of love could have been given more depth. But still, the focus stays on the comedy and romance, which is what the movie sets out to do. Final thoughts. So, is Hot Frosty worth your time? If you're a fan of cheesy holiday films that don't take themselves too seriously, then yes, definitely. It's fun, lighthearted, and perfect for a cozy winter movie night. The cast has great chemistry, especially between Lacey Chabert and Dustin Milligan. The humor is goofy, but it works, and the film manages to capture the warmth and joy of Christmas. That said, it could have explored its emotional moments more deeply, especially with Kathy's grief. But overall, it's an enjoyable watch for those who are looking for a feel-good, festive comedy. I'm going to give Hot Frosty a B-. It's cheesy, sweet, and full of holiday spirit, and if you love those kinds of movies, it's definitely worth a watch. Thanks for checking out my review. Have you seen Hot Frosty yet? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this review, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more holiday movie reviews, and don't forget to subscribe. My name is Justin, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.